Hello and welcome to What's Map for Cities Skylines, your one-stop shop for everything workshop. There are thousands of items on the workshop now, so finding the right one for your next city build is a huge task. So each day, Monday to Saturday, we'll review some using our 5-star rating and the coveted seal of approval. So join me, fellow Skylines explorers, as we venture out to today's new land. Who am I? I'm BonBonB, and you are very, very welcome.
Come here now, girl.
Hello and welcome to What's Map, your one-stop shop for everything workshop. BonBon here, how you doing? Well, I've had a very expensive 24 hours, all for the good though, ordering a whole bunch of things with which to upgrade my PC. Which might mean as from next week you might see some audio and visual improvements to the show. I'll let you know what I've got when I've got it, and I'll give you all the details then. But for now, just let you know it's coming. Now, today's show, it's a creator request, it's also a subscriber request. Louis has requested this one, and it's also the Patreon BonBonBuddy map of the week as voted in by my friends over there. What have we got for you today? It's Florence, Toscana by Momo Timbuktu, which I've got to say is one of my favourite creator names out there. I love that. It's brilliant. Anyway, thanks Momo for this one. There's your start square right by the river. And what do we need? Oh no, resources. Resources next. I love the resources. Okay, it's field painting, but I think this is very much usable as a fertile map. Yep. What do we need off of the workshop? Well, it's a mass transit map, so you'll need that, a Euro 4K theme, network extensions to some trees, some bridges, and some clusters, and the stone pine trees, and some garden bushes, and few bits and bobs. There is a one-click collection to save you subscribing to everything. There's a specific LUT created for this by Return Zero called Toscana LUT, and also if you're German, it's all written in German as well, which is really helpful to me because I'm absolutely fluent in German, as regulars of the show will know is a big lie. Right, we're going to start from the start square today, and we're going to work our way around the map and get back to the start square. How about that for a little trip, rather than working in from the edge? We've got these national roads, and it's very, very nice. The detailing, by the way, this is one of those pretty maps. A very pretty map. It's a very, very, very pretty map. I do have one little grumble about it, and I feel really sad in actually having that grumble. But we'll follow the road along. We'll absorb some of the prettiness of the terrain and the map design. And I just love the way that this road is going to be winding its way around, and it's going to take us some time to get back to where we started. Oh, it's lovely. It's lovely. I mean, this is just lovely. Lovely road work, basically, and that's what it is. It's lovely road working. Head down, you can see it over there. Oh, down the side of the hill there towards the middle of the map. It's just glorious. And then coming back down this way, down the side of the hill. It's worked down nicely again. Once again, look at that view. Oh yes, we're going to be building a huge city over there. We're going to ruin the whole area. It is a city builder game. We're supposed to be ruining the area and polluting everything. That's our job as mayor. Anyway, we'll go across here. Oh, there's a train going there. That's sweet. And here, down here we've got an oval about, which will no doubt please Hendrik. And a few of those stone pine trees are by Mr. Maison. And then if we follow down past here, we go down to this median road down here. This is pretty cool. Now, one of my favourite parts of the map is down here. We've got a walled section, and it's like an old medieval part of the city, and you'd work around this. You definitely build around this and have this as a feature part of the city. We've got the cemetery in the middle. Very nicely done as well, and you pull back and you can see how you just leave that untouched and work around it. Down here we've got a dirt track with a little farm on the go over there with an open fence. Everything's escaped from the farm because the fence is open, but there we are. Yes, now my main grumble with this... Oh, come down here. I want to show you this. Hang on, let's go right. Down the dirt track. We'll talk about my grumble in a second. I'll save the grumble. We've got an abandoned car down here, but I love this. This truck down here, look at it. It's crunched into the rock. That's going nowhere, that truck. That engine's completely knackered. Ah, that's lovely. Thank you very much, Momo. That made my day, that one. And then we'll follow down the side of the river. Yes, my grumble on this one, and I will illustrate it at the end of the review. We'll go back and have a proper think about this. But have a look at the LUT. I'm a little bit Clay-esque. For me, it's very green. And yes, I know we're going off into the fog now, but even out of the fog, it seems a bit fuzzy to me, the LUT. Nice little bridge there. Hang on, follow. We'll just get along here. We're going to merge into the highway in a minute, the main highway. We'll get to this. So I'll talk about the LUT in a second, the Toscana LUT. So I'll say created by Return Zero, who is definitely a fan of the show. Might not be after I criticise their LUT, but yeah. Yes, up here and then down the other side. Yeah, a regular commenter is our friend Return Zero. This intersection here is really very sweet as well. Works lovely. Everything is flowing beautifully. Nice detailing as well. And then all the traffic merges onto the highway. And now we can zoom across the map because it's a highway. Yeah, lovely. There's a little bit of glitching between the roads here, but the road slowly parts, and now it's perfect along here. Yeah, okay, we're still quite close to the edge of the map. If you look off to the right, it still seems pretty hazy over there, yeah? And it's not a cloud issue. Definitely not a cloud issue. We'll get close to the edge of the map. Oh, tunnels through this hill. I like this, actually. This is very nice, very sweetly done. So that hill there, does it need a tunnel? Well, if you're going to cross the river immediately afterwards, I'd suggest you do need a tunnel across here. And then we've got a road and the river immediately going underneath it before, nice and detailing there as well, before merging back onto the highway. Then we've got two more tunnels, and these split off in opposite directions, but only for a short distance, and then they merge back in over here. And I can see how that would actually be, how that would actually work. Nice detailing around the tunnel entrance. I like that as well. That's something that I'm going to make a note of, because I like that, and it's good ideas you steal from other people, and I like that. That's a good idea. Intersection here, which goes down to a potential start location. It's not the start square. We haven't gone all the way around the map yet, so we'll keep going. But yes, now we're coming back in towards the middle of the map, and still, for me, everything is just not very, it's not sharp. It's like hazy. And it's, maybe it's my colour vision. I will hold my hands up and say, yes, colour vision problem. Nice intersection here as well. I wasn't sure you can actually get down to the right there, so I'll show you. Peeling off here, and then the traffic's merging in this way, but then becomes a two-way road here. If we carry on, we come up this way. This looks like it'd be just against you, but it's not. And then peel off to the right here, and then take the dual carriageway up. Once again, this is not where we're going. I just want to show you this. At the end here, we've got a castle in a room to boot. There it is. I just wanted to show you that. That's not us back to the beginning either. We've still got some way to go yet. And we will be looking at the fields a little bit later. Don't fret on that, guys. Don't fret on that. So nice detailing as well. Really nicely done, actually, the detailing here. Yeah, so the LUT's just a little bit fuzzy for my eyes, and it might just be me. I prefer something a little bit sharper, and I'll compare two LUTs at the end, and you see what I mean by that, I think, hopefully. And here's the final intersection we'll be looking at here, once again. Sprawling and really neatly done, very neatly done. Traffic flowing nicely around here and over the bridge there, but we're going to go right, and then down the dual carriageway back towards the start square. And this will be us having completed the loop. And you can see it's quite a long drive around, but quite a scenic one. And yeah, can't fault it, really. Can't fault it. The roads, there's been nothing to moan about at all. Everything's flowing nicely. Down here, separate, come back together, roundabout, end of circuit. Pull back and you can have a look. There we are. That's where we started, yeah. Okay, let's have a look at the rail. I think we should have a look at the rail. Shall we have a look at the rail? Let's have a look at the rail. And the rail is obviously going to be of a high standard, because the roads are of a high standard. Very seldom will you get a nice little cutting there. Very seldom will you get good roads and crap rail, or the other way around. If one is of a high standard, the other one usually will be too. And this is certainly the case on this occasion. Right, under the road there, and then down here. Now, this is a four-way splitter. We could carry right on. Nice little bridge in the middle here, by the way. The old elevated train track arch thing. I can't remember what it's called, but you know what I mean. It's one of the assets you have to subscribe to. You can go off to the fog that way. You can go off to the fog and that way. Both are fine. But I want to go this way. I want to go left. So we can break off to the left here. Comes up to this little industrial area, little factory. And look, it looks busy, doesn't it? Look, we've got little sidings there as well. But we could carry on along the main line here, which then goes down to one line again. Got another one of these arch bridges for the rail. Very sweet again. Up here, across here, through a cutting there. And then, it's just beautiful. Isn't this map just beautiful? I think it is. I think it is. Yes, it's who was it? PMD who did Toscana, and I can see there's a lot of similarities here. A lot of similarities. I love the embankment that goes here before going into the aqueduct across here, and then on the other side it comes back down, and once again it's well, more of a hill ending in rockery there. It's lovely. Wow. Anyways, right, well, I would suggest we're pretty much around. Once again, finishing with a little bit of a climb over there. I think we should, shall we cut to? Yeah, we should cut to the asset review. Haha, I deliberately did that. Okay, it's Oxford Tower Warsaw by Dacvid2727. This is one of those that is in the Steam chart show. Look at the repetitive on the windows there. It looks a little bit repetitive. I think I would have preferred something a little bit plainer in those windows, but not really going to be staring at them usually, are we? Lots of signage. It's like a commercial. It's a commercial building, isn't it? That's what it is, I'm guessing. Anyway, it's big. It's not mammoth, but it is big. A good chunk of height going on here, nice and square. The base isn't square, which is is that a Polish or an Indonesian flag on the top there, or just two containers? Anyway, Oxford Tower Warsaw by Dacvid2727. This is a very sweet tower block. As we head over to Themington Island for Atlantic Theme by Punk7 with high contrast LUT for the penultimate time this week, and the penultimate time we'll be having factoids. Let's have a look. Page. They got it. The sound that you hear when you hold a seashell to your ear is the sound of your own blood pumping. Think about that, guys. Think about it. Okay, stop thinking about it. Let's listen to the next one. If you are left-handed, the nails on your left hand will grow faster than those on your right. And vice versa. Yeah. So obviously, if you're using a hand more often, more regularly, more blood goes to it. And I'm making this up. I'm not a doctor. Just remember this. I am not a doctor. Don't come to me with your medical problems. But yes. You'll probably need to clip the nails on your prominent hand more often. If you're ambidextrous, I have no idea. I really wouldn't even like to guess. Anyway, there we go. That's today's theme and LUT review. And so back to Florence, Toscana by Momo Timbuktu. Right, now there's no shipping routes on this map, but interestingly there's also no air routes, which for me is a bigger problem. River, water flowing down river. Okay, got it? Right. Air routes. Yes, well, because there's no shipping routes, it's all going to be road and rail. And it would have been nice just to have the option to have maybe a small provincial airport. It's not like there isn't enough room to build an airport here. And just a small provincial airport would have been just a nice little addition to this little area here. Unless, of course, you want to match it up like for like. Now, your start square is pretty flat. Not entirely perfectly flat. And that's fine because that just gives you a feel of realism as well. We pull back and we'll have a look. Now, so once you've expanded out from the perfectly flat, or almost perfectly flat area, we get small foothills and then sort of like medium-sized accessible hills. You can get up into these and do things with them if you want to. Maybe do some small villages around. And the farms are the farms. Now, The farms, they are field painted, and they're pretty nice, if I'm honest with you. The hedgerows, I think the single line of trees hedgerow looks better the further back you pull. It just looks a little bit deliberate once you get in really close in. So that's something that could be an improvement for the map, is just to have a little bit more intricacy with the hedgerows. Right, what more can we look at? There's plenty more we can look at. Let's come down and have a look. Down here at the river. Now we've got this is almost like a weir going on down here. The water pouring over the edge there. That's very nice. I don't think I've seen that before. We have got a little bit of water glitching on here. Very difficult to do anything about it as a map creator. You can tweak it and you can tweak it and you can tweak it some more, and you may still get continued water glitching. But yes, that's something I noticed. But I'm going to let it go. I'm not going to mark it down for that little bit of water glitching. And then we got this. This is quite a nice little area as well. Looks like it was originally a dam or something like that. And yeah, that's very sweetly done also. Right, let's have a look at one last thing before we wind this show up. Yeah, this is rail crossing. This is very nicely done, this bridge. I do like these elevated rail crossings as well. Very tidily done, and yeah, high marks for that one too. Now, talking about the LUT earlier, so this is the Toscana LUT, and I'm going to show you now. I'm going to switch over to the Relight Neutral, just a completely random selection. I prefer that. It's just a little bit sharper for me. Still not necessarily the perfect LUT for this particular map, but I just wanted to show you what I meant because I was grumbling about the LUT earlier. Anyway, back to the original LUT now, and some scoring. Aesthetically, I think it's a very nice looking map. I certainly think those hedgerows could be flushed out a little bit more, just to give us a little bit more to look at. But even so, it's still a very pretty map, and I'm going to give it 4 stars. Detailing, there are absolutely no faults with it. You might say that those hedgerows is a detailing area. I'm going to let that one go. I'm going to mark that down on aesthetics, because there's technically nothing wrong with them, and honestly, can't find anything wrong at all with the map. 5 stars for detail. There's a rarity. Well done, Momo. I'm finished with gameplay potential. I would give this 5 stars for gameplay. I think it would benefit from air routes though, and so just because of that, 4 stars for gameplay potential. Florence, Toscana by Momo Timbuktu. That is a very sweet map indeed, and I've got to swing it out now. Duck and dive. It's a BonBonB seal of approval. Well done. Wow. So anyway, thanks for watching, commenting, liking and subscribing. Join me tonight for Friday Fever, Transport Fever, my weekly Let's Play on that particular game. I've got loads of new games off the Steam sale as well. I'll be loading a few of them up in the coming weeks. So yeah, keep an eye open for those. And then of course back to What Map tomorrow and the weekly Steam chart show on Sunday. So much I give to you, so much. See you then. Bye now.